third graders. So we are back with our second lesson for this week number 21. We're only going to do the 2 lessons this week because they are a little longer. This one is multiply and divide with 7 and 9, so it's module 7, lesson 6. And it starts on page 97. And we are going to begin. So we are going to be able to use more than one strategy to solve multiplication and division problems with 7 and 9 as factors and divisors. And I have to say 7 and 9 are probably the ones that the kids struggle the most. These are ones that aren't really any tricks, you just straight have to memorize these multiplication factors. So we see we have some shells. We need to write a multiplication or division problem about these shells. So first of all, how many shells are there? Well, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, with 9 in each row. So we know that it is 7 times 9. So when I think about 7 times 9, I know I'm almost to 10. I'm almost 7 times 10. And I know that 7 times 10 equals 70. So if I'm almost to 7 times 10, that means I'm only 7 right away. So I could take my 70 minus 7, and that's going to give me 63, right? Because 63 plus 7 equals 70. So 7 times 9 equals 63, and that's the problem for this array of shells. So we could say that, what could we say? my brain just went blank. We could say that Emma collected 63 shells. She arranged them in rows of, we said there were 7 rows, right? In rows of 7. How many shells are in each row? Now we're not going to show equal groups down here because we have it right here, right? And we did our work down here. So we know that 7 times 9 equals 63. And we said that Emma collected 63 shells. She arranged them in rows of 7. How many shells are in each row? So for our problem is not a multiplication problem. Our problem is actually a division problem. So our problem is 63 divided by 7 equals, and we know that it would be 9. Because there are 9 shells in each row. Okay. All right, next page. Kay sorts the rocks in her collection by size. She makes 4 groups with 9 rocks in each group. How many rocks does Kay have in her collection? How can you use properties to find 4 times 9? So we're going to complete this array to represent her rock collection. So we know that there are 4 rows, right? 4 groups, and there are 9 in each group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we just have to fill in the rest. Remember, we were doing this way back when we first started our multiplication unit. Oh man, I'm not going very straight, am I? Sorry about that. So we filled in our array. So to use the distributive property, we're going to draw a vertical line to break the array into two smaller arrays to show facts you know. Well, one fact I know is anything, I can do pretty much anything times 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5s are easy to me. So if I break it apart, I'm going to have 4 times 5, and I'm going to have 4 times 4. 4 times 5 equals 20. 4 times 4 equals 16. So then I just need to add my two products. 20 plus 16 equals 36. So there are 36 rocks in her collection. Let's skip letter E. So how many rocks does Kay have in her collection? She has 36 rocks. I think I've explained this before. I don't like it when they make us do a lot of writing and math sentences and stuff. It's a lot easier just to talk about it and have a conversation about it than to write about it. Sorry. Mr. Lorenzo cuts a wooden board into 7 pieces. Each piece is the same length. How long is each piece? So we can see the whole board is 35 inches, and there are 7 pieces. So the equation we're going to write would be 35, which is our total, divided by the number of pieces, equals, and we don't know. So what related facts could we have? Well, we know that we could have 35 divided by 7 equals what? Which is this one. We could have 35 divided by our missing piece equals 7. Our missing information times 7 equals 35. And 7 times the missing information equals 35. Right? Those are all the related facts for this equation. So if we solve one of them, we think about what is 35 divided by 7. 35 divided by 7 equals 5. So each piece is 5 inches long. So that means that 35 divided by 7 equals 5. 35 divided by 5 equals 7. 5 times 7 equals 35, and 7 times 5 equals 35. So 7, 5, and 35 are all related. Can all be put together with related factors. All right, check for understanding. 72 divided by 9. What number times 9 equals 72? Well, that would be 8. 7 times 3 equals 21. 45 divided by 9 equals 5. The 28 students in Van's class are on a field trip to a cave. They are divided into groups of 7 for a tour of the cave. How many groups of students are there? Well, we know there are a total of 28 students, and they are in groups of 7. So we would be doing 28 total divided by our groups of 7, so we can figure out how many groups there are. 28 divided by 7 equals 4. So there are 4 groups. Okay, so now we're on the on your own section. We're going to skip number 5. If you want to do this independently, remember you can pause the video, do these up on your own, then start all over. Start the video just to check your answers and make sure you did them correctly. So, what number equals 9 times 3? 27. 2 times 7 equals 14. 5 times 9 equals 45. 7 times 8 equals 56. What equals 9 times 7? 63. 7 times 7 equals 49. 4 times 7 equals 28. 10 times 7 equals 70. 9 times 9 equals 81. 9 times 8 equals 72. 7 times 9 equals 63. 7 times 1, anything times 1 is itself, 7. 9 times 6 equals 54. 7 times 5 equals 35. 10 times 9 equals 90. Clara rides her bike 7 miles a day for 5 days. How many miles does she ride her bike? So every day she rides her bike for 7 miles. And she rides those 7 miles every day for 5 days. So our problem would be 7 times 5 equals, 7 times 5 equals, look at this, 7 times 5 equals 35. So she rides her bike 35 miles in 5 days. Alrighty, next page, number 22. There are 21 days until Jaden and Elena go on vacation with their family. Jaden divides to find the number of weeks. Elena multiplies. What equations could Jaden and Elena write to model their thinking? So there's 21 days until they go on vacation with their family. So we want to figure out how many weeks there are. Well, how many days are in a week? There are 7 days in a week. So Elena, oh no, we'll start with Jaden because Jaden was first. Jaden divides. So if there are 21 total days until they go on vacation, divided by 7 days in a week equals what number? Elena multiplies. So she says 7 days in a week times the number of weeks left equals 21 days total. So what is our little square answer then? Our little square answer is 3 weeks. 21 divided by 7 is 3. 7 times 3 equals 21. All right, let's complete some related facts. 9 times what equals 27? 9 times 3 equals 27. So that means that 27 divided by 9 equals 3. 49 equals 7 times 7. 7 times 7 equals 49. So 49 divided by 7 equals 7. 10 times what number equals 70? 10 times 7 equals 70. So 70 divided by 10 equals 7. So now we're going to divide to find the quotient. And I bet you'll be able to find a lot of your answers over here. So 63 divided by 7. 7 times 9 equals 63. So 63 divided by 7 equals 9. 72 divided by 9. Do you see that one over here? There it is. 9 times 8 equals 72. So 72 divided by 9 equals 8. So go ahead and be looking across to see if you can find the answer. What number equals 28 divided by 4? I hope you found 7. 81 divided by 9 equals, you see it? Equals 9. What number equals 35 divided by 5? And that would be 7. 63 divided by 9 equals 7. 14 divided by 7. I don't think that one's over there. But that's just half of, right? So it would be 2. If I split 14 in half, I get 7, so it's got to be 2. 36 divided by 9 equals 4. Excuse me. 18 divided by 2 equals 9. 90 divided by 9 equals 10. 42 divided by 7 equals 6. 54 divided by 9 equals 6. 49 divided by 7 equals 7. 27 divided by 3 equals 9. 70 divided by 10 equals 7. Anna has a piece of ribbon that is 63 inches long. She cuts the ribbon into pieces that are each 9 inches long. How many pieces does Anna cut? So her ribbon is a total of 63 inches long. Each piece is 9 inches long. So we need to know how many pieces she cuts. So 63 divided by 9 equals 7. So she cuts 7 pieces. And our last page, we are going to skip again 42 and 46. We're just going to do 43, 44, and 45. There are 9 innings in a baseball game. Mai bats once in each inning in the first 6 games of the season. How many times has Mai been at bat in these 6 games? So there's 9 innings, and he actually gets to bat once every inning in the first 6 games. That means they've gone through the whole order of their batting order every single inning. So it will be 9 times 6. 9 times 6 equals 54. So he's been at bat 54 times. At a baseball game, each member of the Chapman family orders a hot dog and a bottle of water. The cost of the order is $35. How many people are in the Chapman family? Well, they ordered a hot dog and a bottle of water for every family member. So a hot dog is $5 and a water is $2. So the first thing we figure out is how much is a hot dog and a water all together. So a hot dog plus a water, $5 plus $2 equals $7. So each family member spent $7 on each family member. And if they spent a total of $35 divided by $7 equals 5 people. So 5 people are in the Chapman family. At summer camp, 29 8-year-olds and 25 9-year-olds sign up to play baseball. The children are divided into teams with 9 players on each team. How many teams are there? Well, we've got 29 8-year-olds and 25 9-year-olds, and they're all going to be mixed up onto teams. So we need to figure out first how many kids are playing baseball. So we've got to add our 8-year-olds and our 9-year-olds together. 9 plus 5 is 14. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So we have 54 total kids playing, and there are 9 players on every team. So 54 divided by 9 equals 6. So there are 6 teams. So this was a 2-step problem, both of these, 44 and 45. We had to do something first before we could find out our final answer. Same thing here, we had to do some addition first before we could find our final answer. So sometimes you need to be looking to see is this a 1-step or a 2-step problem. So make sure you're focusing on that and paying attention. So you're going to do independently 7.6. You can skip number 1. You can skip number 10. And you can skip number 13. 1, 10, and 13. Everything else, please do. And when you are finished, either take a picture of the front and back and send it to me, or drop it off at school. Have a great rest of your week, and I hope you have a wonderful vacation. I won't be doing any videos next week. Next week is winter break, so please get everything done this week and send it in to me, and then I can get everything graded, and we can start fresh on the 22nd. So after this week, after the 12th, you have to work right up through the 12th, but after the 12th, you've got some time off, and then we'll be back together working again on the 22nd. Have a great rest of your week and your winter break. I'll see you soon. Bye.